Hello everybody, this is Rebecca Jane from yogawithrebeccajane.com. Welcome to this 30-minute practice. So this is a fun, playful class. We are now looking at the opposites of playfulness and discipline. So throughout, we've had many different opposites we've looked at throughout the week, but this one is really quite something I really enjoy because I'm very playful, but I can also be very disciplined. And that duality makes a lot of sense, right? We can't just be disciplined, and to me, discipline is being very attentive to detail. I see it as a kind of being serious. You know, I suppose you could still have fun and be disciplined. You are focused. You have a plan in place. You have routine. You have structure, right? And in yoga discipline, we do it all the time. I'm saying, put your hand here. Put your other hand there. So really making sure alignment is correct, as accurate as possible, for safety reasons and also to get the most out of a pose. So in yoga we do a lot of, this is a discipline. It's not just this is just an exercise class where we have fun. There's so much more to it. But then playfulness. That's the other side of the coin, which is about being able to be more creative, joyful, silly, less serious or not serious. So there's this idea of blending those two together, fusing them together, so you don't have just all discipline, all play, that the two really complement each other immensely. But sometimes we have to be a little more disciplined. Sometimes we have to, just like you have a child, I'm sorry, that is, you do not cross the road. You stand until the walk sign comes on and we walk. That's discipline. But then we get across the other side and we can kind of do our skipping and walking on the wall. That's playful. So these are the things so our practice today will be a combination of discipline and playfulness. Blocks, yes, for those who need blocks, we need it. Have them near you. Sit up tall, let's begin. Take your left leg in front of the right, cross it in front of the right. So we're going to work on some hip openers today. Let's lift up nice and tall, close the eyes, or keep the eyes looking down with a soft gaze. So the discipline here is to sit up tall, to find that correct alignment so that we continue to strengthen the core muscles. Bring the head back over the pelvis. And then soften the shoulders down. So once we've found that tall spine, then we soften down. That's a little bit more of a playful moment. Breathing in and smiling and out. So we're taking a deep breath in to the count of 4. And then we're exhaling to the count of 4. And then we're inhaling to the count of 4. And we're holding at the top this time. And then we exhale. And then inhale to the count of 4. Hold at the top. And then exhale to the count of 4. One more time, inhale. Hold at the top, and then exhale. Evening out the breath now, inhaling. Creating that rhythm, that dance with your breaths. And you can start to move your body a little bit more playfully. Let's just take your hands forward. I'm going to come off of my blanket. You can take your left ankle in front of your right ankle so that your hips open a little bit wider. And then take the arms, reach them to the sky, and then fold over those legs. So bring those hands forward and stretch. Dropping your head, breathing in. And when I say playful, you get your body situated here, the correct alignment, then let yourself soften and play here a little bit. You can take your hips and wiggle them a little bit to get deeper into this pose. Allow the chin to drop completely. And then slide your hands back towards you and just switch the cross. So the right ankle is in front of the left ankle. You can take your hands behind you and kind of wiggle until finally you're comfortable. And then inhale, reach the arms up to the sky. Stretch, smile, and fold forward. Taking a deep breath in. So we can often be too playful and we can be too disciplined. We know people who are too disciplined and we know people who are overly playful. Taking an inhale this gently as you exhale. Slide your hands back to your knees. Sit up nice and tall, breathing in. And breathing out. And then let's take the soles of the feet together in Baddha Konasana. Slide the heels as close as possible. If you need to elevate your hips in this, you could do so. Otherwise, hands are underneath or cradling those feet. And then you inhale, knees lift towards your shoulders. And then as you exhale, let the knees drop. So you're pushing them downward. You're rounding that spine. So this is called butterfly. This is very much a childhood memory. Inhale, lifting knees, and then letting the knees drop. So as a kid, but usually as a child, you would be fluttering those knees really fast, wouldn't you? But as we get older, we slow things down. So we get into the hips. So up and down like little wings, big wings. And then take one more deep breath and lift up tall. Release the hands from the feet. Place the hands on the ground in front of you. And drop your chin, rounding the back. Let the knees drop even lower towards the ground. Breathing in. And breathing out. And then slowly lift yourself back up. Now from here, keep the right foot exactly as is, the right leg. Just take your left foot and flatten it next to the right. So your left knee is lifted. Right knee is out to the side. Take your right hand out to the right side in line with that right hip. And left hand inside your left leg and just push it as if you're trying to push it away, but it doesn't move. The foot doesn't move at all. And and twist and look towards that right hand. So as if, I'm going to push my left leg away, breathing in. Nice twist here. And then let's lift back up, keep everything as is, just the spine is tall. Let the left bottom cheek press to the ground and wrap your right arm around your left knee, or just the hand. Just the hand. Left hand behind your back on the ground, fingertips. Breathe in, lift up tall. This is discipline. And then as you exhale, draw the tummy muscles in, let the left shoulder drop. Playfulness, breathing in. Smile. And then from here, spin forward. And then take that left sole back to that right sole. Hands on the foot. And let's do a few little cats and cows here. Lift your chest forward and round the spine. Inhale. You can hold on to your ankles if that's easier for you. Inhale, reach your chest forward, and exhale, round. One more time, inhale, chest forward, and then come up nice and tall. To keep your left foot as is, just place that right foot flat on the ground, right knee pointing up. Take your left hand out to the side as far in line with your left hip, as far as it can go, and right hand press into your right knee, but keep your right foot flat on the ground and twist and look towards your left hand. Drop your right shoulder down. A little bit of playfulness here, breathing in, smiling, enjoying a shape we never get in, right? Let the breath flow through the body. And then let's come back up. Keep everything as is, legs stay as they are. And take your left hand right on that right knee, right hand behind your back on the fingertips. Breathing in, lift up tall, and then discipline. And then exhale, twist from the navel, lower that right shoulder down. Breathing deeply, inhale. And exhale. And then spin forward. And then take your right foot, cross it in front of your left again. Now, this is called rock the baby. Pick your right leg up. Right hand on the knee, left hand on the foot, and you're going to rock from side to side. Now, some of us might be flexible enough, you can actually take the knee inside the crook of the elbows, and the foot inside the crook of the elbows. And you can adjust that lower leg to however you wish so that you feel supported, and that's rock that baby. Play. This is play. And you can circle it, you could rock forward and backwards, you can go from side to side, close the eyes. Find playfulness in this shape. And then lower that right foot down, and then just switch. Left foot in front of the right. Pick your left foot up as if, you have to lift it with your hands. Right hand on the left foot, left hand on the knee. And flex the foot, and you're going to do that little rock from side to side. Or take that leg inside the crook of your elbows. Making sure that your spine is as long as possible, but then you round it. And you do your thing here. Rocking, swaying, circling, whatever you wish. Feeling this delicious release of the hips and the melodic movement of the rocking. It's very calming. And then lower that left foot down, and let's transition onto hands and knees. And press up immediately into downward facing dog. Nice stretch here. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Pedaling the feet, bending one knee, straightening the other, going from side to side. You make this your thing here, playing. Getting into the middle back, getting into the shoulders, maybe the head is just following whatever you're doing here, let it just hang. And then lower the knees to the ground, wrists are under, and then just press into a child's pose for just a moment. Active child's pose. Arms are long and strong. So now we get into more play. You can sway from side to side, and create that wave-like movement with your shoulders, with your waist. And then let's come to all fours. Wrists are under shoulders. Knees are slightly closer together under the hips, and then bring them in a little closer. Bring your right leg back behind you. Take an inhale and exhale, knee to nose. So bring that, rounding the spine, and then inhale, reach that right leg back, lift your chin up, You can even kick the right leg up a little higher beyond your hips. And then knee to nose again. And then reach that right leg back. So it's discipline and playfulness simultaneously. Exhaling, knee to nose. This time, lift right back, hold, and then lower right knee down. Let's do a few cats and cows here. Make them playful, anything you wish. Do the cat and cow that you enjoy. You can even come into a child's pose and come up through the cow and round the spine if that feels good. That's my kind of cat and cow. And then let's come back up to all fours again. Knees, slide them in just a little bit closer if they've moved. Wrists are under shoulders. Take a deep breath in and lift your left leg back behind you. Take an inhale and then exhale, knee to nose. Tummy muscles pull in and up, round the spine. In and then inhale, reach that left leg and can come up higher than your hips and look forward and up. Knee to nose as you exhale. Inhale, reach back. And then exhale, knee to nose. Then reach back and just hold for a moment. And then lower that left knee down. Let's do some circles of the hips, hula hoop circles. You can do the hips, you can get into the middle back. You can move, go deeper. But the beauty of online is you're in your own space. You can do your own thing. No one's watching. And let's change the circle to the other side. Dance like no one's watching, right? And then come back up to all fours, curl toes under, press up, downward facing dog. Taking a deep breath in and a deep breath out. And then step your right foot outside your right hand. Slide your left foot back, lower that left knee down to begin. You can always lift it up in a second. Left hand stays where it is, right arm reaches up to the sky. You can lift your left knee off the ground if you'd like. Now from here, come onto the outer edge of your left foot and your right foot stays, maybe turn slightly to the right or a lot. And then open up, bring your right arm back. Breathing in, so you're on the outer edge of your left foot. Variation of a side plank. Then lower that right hand back down. Lower your left knee, right foot comes in just slightly. You're now in your lunge with your hands inside your right foot. Knee up or down. Walk your hands to the left on a diagonal. You can come onto your left forearm, maybe. That's a maybe. And right arm reaches forward as if you're grabbing for something that's further than your left hand. And maybe that left knee lifts. That's a maybe. Breathing in. Play here. Play with this shape. Breathing in. And breathing out. Lower your left knee down if it's up. Walk your hands back so they're back on the mat. Pointing forward, it's still inside your right foot, and then fold over that right leg. So your right leg is out to the side. It's not in front of you. Come onto that right heel, flex that right foot, toes are pointing up, and just let yourself stretch that right leg. Breathing in and breathing out. Reflatten your right foot. Curl back, toes under, press back, downward facing dog. Inhaling into plank. Knees up or down, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra. Lifting up, squeezing the elbows in towards your sides. Peel open that heart. Lower yourself back down. Squeeze the legs together. Hands, reach them behind you, interlace them on your lower back, roll the shoulders in towards each other as if you want to touch the shoulder blades. And the heads of the shoulders, take an inhale. Lift head and chest and legs and arms up towards the ceiling. Breathing in strengthening your back, discipline, making sure the shape is safe and strong. And then lower your legs down. Lower the hands down underneath your shoulders. Press back up onto all fours, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. You can always take a child's pose at any point. Step left foot outside of left hand. Lower that right knee down to start. Left arm sweeps up to the sky. Revolving lizard. You can pick your right knee off the ground if that feels okay. And then from here, just come onto the outer edge of that right foot, and left foot turns toes towards the left, lifting up. You can always lower that right knee down. Do what feels good. Breathing in and breathing out. And then lower that left hand down. Walk your left foot so it's back on the mat. Still outside your hands, pointing forward, lunge. And then knee down or up. Walk over to the right corner of the mat, off the mat. Come onto that right forearm, or if you can't lower the hand down, arm down, don't do it. Left arm reaches beyond your right hand. Knee can come up or stay down. That right knee. Breathing in, you're stretching in opposite directions. Make this playful, joyful, silly. And then lower that right knee down. Just walk your hands back on the mat. They're still inside your left foot. And fold, let that left leg straighten. So you're folding inside your left foot. Left leg is straight. Breathing in and breathing out. Whew. Place that left foot back on the ground. Come back into your lunge and step. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's inhale into a plank. Let's just hold a plank for a moment. You can come onto forearms if you have any wrist issues. You can lower the knees down if you need to. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Lower the knees to the ground. Press back into an active child's pose. Stretching through those arms, inhaling and exhaling. If you need to circle those wrists, we're going to do a side plank. So yeah, there's some tough things happening here today. We're coming into our plank again. Bring that right hand in just a little bit closer and roll onto the outer edges of your feet. Those feet are left foot is in front of the right, so they're not stacked on top of each other. Now you can always lower that right knee down, okay? Left hand reaches to the sky. And then just pick your left foot up. Maybe, this is playful. Maybe you lift it. Ooh! Make it whatever you want it to be. And then lower that left foot down. Come back into a plank, downward facing dog. You can take a child's if you need here. Take a deep breath in and deep breath out. So playfulness does not mean easy. Sometimes playfulness means doing things that are challenging. Let's inhale back into the plank. Remember, those people that side planks are hard, they're hard for me. Bring your left hand a little bit closer into the right. Roll onto the outer edge of that left foot. Right foot is inner edge, and right foot is in front of the left. Right arm reaches, so you can always lower that left knee down. Okay? And then maybe, this is a maybe, you pick up that right foot. And then lower that right foot down, place that right hand down. Let's come into child's. Knees wide. Whew. Soften down, let your forehead rest on your hand. And breathe deeply. So we play a lot in yoga with shapes that the average person has never done. they will never do in their lives, especially as we grow older. So it's always fun to try something different. Let's come back to all fours. So next week, next time we meet, I'm going to teach you a arm balance. But for today, we've done everything we can. That requires the leg. When we did rock the baby, that's preparation for an arm balance. But that will be at another time. So let's swing the legs forward. Let's sit up nice and tall. I want you to lower yourself down. Make this fun rather than, here I go. So whatever that fun might mean to you, probably the fun part is coming onto your back. Stretch through the arms, stretch through the legs. So side planks, I don't find them, I wouldn't say that would be my fun thing, but with practice it might become. Let's hug your knees into your chest. This is fun. The little rocks from side to side. Place the feet flat on the ground, right ankle on top of your left thigh. Let the knee, and then bring your hands behind your left leg or the shin, coming into your figure four or supine pigeon, whatever you wish to call this. And right knee pushes forward as you pull that left leg in. So some of us will not touch the shin. We can't. So take your hands behind your left thigh, and that left leg is at a 90-degree angle. And then this is fun. And then just release the hands, open them up like wings, lower that left foot down. Keep that right ankle on your left thigh and let the knees drop to the right. Spinal twist. Too much on your left hip, take the right ankle off of your left thigh. And then turn and gaze with eyes closed to that left arm. And then let's roll onto your backs again, flatten out your left foot, and let's just change the legs. So now the left ankle is on the right thigh, right hand behind the right thigh or on the shin. Lower that head back. Both feet are flexed. Left knee pushes forward as you pull that right knee in. So you keep creating that resistance so you can open up those gorgeous hips. And then lower that right foot down, release the hands out to the sides like wings. Let both knees drop to the left ankle, remaining on the right thigh unless it just doesn't feel right. Turn and look to the right. We've done quite a few different things today. Pick your knees back up and then just uncross your legs. Give yourself a hug. And then extend left foot to left corner. You know where we're going. To our favorite place in the whole world, Shavasana. So after you've played as a child, or you've been to school, you've done your discipline thing, you've played in the playground, you come home and you play, you do your homework, and then at last you go to bed and you go, I can rest. And you stay for another few minutes. This is such an important time for you. So take advantage of it. As I come up, since these are 30-minute classes, I make the Shavasana shorter for me, not for you. So you feel free to stay where you're at for another few minutes. No sense of urgency. And eventually you come in your seat, eventually down the road sometime, and you sit again. So what does it feel like to fuse playfulness and discipline? It's heaven, heaven. You have structure and play, and then you get to play. It's like being a child. Go to school, do your thing you need to do to learn, and then go out and play after school. Be yourself, be creative, be silly. And as I bring my hands in front of my heart to seal this practice, I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, subscribe, thumbs up, comment below. Thank you so much. Namaste.